You let me know when you want to go. Good afternoon and welcome to Day 4 action at the Challenge Trophy Toyota National Championships. No? Good afternoon and welcome to Day 4 action at the Challenge Trophy Toyota National Championships on Sports Canada TV. This is Colleen McConnell coming to you live again from beautiful King George V Field. Happy to tell you that once again it is a beautiful sunny day, 15 degrees, beautiful temperatures for the players. Great time for the fans. Looking forward to bringing you a really good game. Things are starting to shape up now for playoff pictures on both sides of the men's and women's tournament. Today's game, match number 14 on your schedule, will be from Manitoba and New Brunswick. Manitoba represented by the Winnipeg Lions. Frequent attendees here at the Challenge Trophy. They'll be in the white today. New Brunswick, also frequent contenders here through the Fredericton Picaroons. They'll be in the red today. Manitoba picked up its first point of the tournament last night with a 1-1 tie against Newfoundland and Labrador. New Brunswick has 3 points in what was largely seen as a bit of an upset win over Alberta the other night here. Both Manitoba and New Brunswick will play again tomorrow. New Brunswick will be playing Newfoundland and Labrador, while Manitoba will be playing the Alberta side. The Picaroons and Winnipeg Lions, as we say, both frequent attendees at Challenge Cup Nationals. You can see the players just getting ready now to get underway. A very exciting women's couple of games just now. The home team Fieldians, one of the host teams in this tournament, will be playing for a bronze medal tomorrow morning here at King George V Park, 9 o'clock local time. We're still waiting to find out which teams will be competing in the gold medal, but we know one of them will be Alberta. In the meantime, let's turn our attention back to the men's tournament, the Challenge Trophy. I'm joined today by Choyle Brown and Leanne Evans on camera. We'll be setting up for a big show tomorrow as the Tech National Finals Championships Day go for the women. The men, still another day of competition before their final competition on Monday. And we're off. Fredericton moving the ball around their back line. This team with an average age of about 25.16. The Winnipeg Lions, a little older and more experienced at 29.09. Winnipeg trying to put a little early pressure, but one of the players takes the ball in the head. He's down briefly. Referee coming over to see how he's doing. That would be Anthony Lorenzo. New Brunswick now with the throw-in. Manitoba. Lorenzo got a Manitoba throw-in coming here. That'll be taken by number 6, Braden Hidalgo Matzi. New Brunswick now, number 12, making a break up the wing, looking for his colleague on that left wing. And the ball is high and wide. Winnipeg now resetting their attack. We'll have number 16, Tom Foderaro, down to 17 again, Hugo Figueiredo. Over to their wing, looking for a contact in front of the net, but not quite enough to reach his counterpart. Winnipeg wearing white in this match and Fredericton in their traditional red. Winnipeg with some early pressure. Ball is into Aj Nomek. Put out of play again. Winnipeg with another throw in. Back to Nomek. Trying to find Figueroa. And it's played back to the goalie. Athro Aitken puts it through, looking for Christoph Sulch. Jacob Law and Benjamin Law back in defense for New Brunswick starting out. Number 17 and 18 respectively. Law ahead to Sano. Sano. Misread by the keeper. And just misses the net. An attempt by Enam Mathis-Haloui after a misread by Winnipeg Lions keeper Sean Golden. Winnipeg on the attack again. Alan Diage over the back of Benjamin Law, and Law measures his length. He resets now, swinging it wide to Jacob Law. Law continuing to try and advance the ball. Referee calling the advantage. And Adam Grant keeps control for the Picaroons. Law over to Law. Up to Haloui. Ball is put through. Chipped ahead by number 12. And rolls out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Sean Golden. Oh, foul assessed on that play. Will be a free kick taken by the Winnipeg defense. Ball is over to Hidalgo Massé. Back to Massé. Head to Law. Tom Fodoraro and Matt Appler puts it back to the goalie. Number 12 resetting. Hugo. Hidalgo Massé. Kamarakam. Halawi. Bounces off the net, but what a finish by David Itoafa. Number 10 with the finish, heading the ball into the goal at 9 minutes. New Brunswick with a 1-0 lead at the 9-minute mark. The Winnipeg Lions now. Ball is intercepted by Kamarakam. Number 22 now back to 5. Their captain, Diego Padilla. Padilla to Law. A little too much on that one from number 22, but it's still in play. Winnipeg picks it up and brings it back. Played back to the keeper in order to try and reset that play. Number 8. And Adam Grant will come out and take control of that. Sends it out to the wing on defense. Benjamin Law this time. Back to the goalie again. Back to defense. Getting some pressure from Hugo Figueiredo. A bit of a tussle there at the top of the 18. Referee telling the goalie to put the ball down. Physio's being called out to help with Benjamin Law, who is on the ground. No, he's shaking it off. And the goalie rolls it out to Diego Padilla. Padilla to Law. Law putting it forward. Looking once again for number 12. Sean Golden comes out. Kicks it back. But both teams chipping the ball back and forth. We've got a high kick assessed on that one. It'll be a free kick. Braden Hidalgo Matse getting a bit of a talking to by the referee. Free kick taken by Aaron Hidalgo Matse and a good attempt. We'll set up for the first Winnipeg corner of the game. And that'll be taken by Anthony Lorenko. Christoph Schultz gone over for the short. And Adam Hajkowski gets a head on it, but it is over the net and out of play. Adam Grant will reset with a goal kick for New Brunswick. New Brunswick leading 1-0 at the 14-minute mark. Goal coming on a header from David Ituafa. Halawi in on that. And it's played back to Sean Golden. Golden sending it out to the wing, but well wide of its target. And New Brunswick with the throw in. Halawi with a shot. He's been central to a lot of New Brunswick's efforts to advance the ball. Number 12. Winnipeg now setting up a goal kick. It'll be taken by one of the defenders. New Brunswick defense now moving it across the back. For the Roy Magume. Puts it through for Kamarakam. And he fails to get that shot off on target. Ball's turned back over to New Brunswick. And Halawi with a shot which misses its target. New Brunswick putting some good pressure on Sean Golden now in the Winnipeg net. Adam Hajkowski coming back now to take the goal kick for Sean Golden. New Brunswick number 19 trying to get things going, continuing to pressure the goalie. Diego Padilla. A little language there on that play. Match official having a little discussion with the New Brunswick captain there, helping him up and reminding him to mind his manners. I don't think there's any soap in his pocket, but I dare say that there's a few cards of assorted varieties that could be assessed. New Brunswick again now. Pressure. Kamarakam takes a shot on his own, but it's easily managed by Sean Golden. Winnipeg trying to set up an attack, regrouping on the wing. Ajnamik puts it through. Over to 8, Matt Appler. Andrew Aitken now sending it up. And over to Braden Hidalgo Matse. Number 12. Ball goes out off of a New Brunswick player. And Aaron Hidalgo Matse will come up to take the throw in. Looking for Kristav Solch on that one. Schultz wearing the captain's armband for Manitoba. If you're just joining us, you're watching live coverage of the Challenge Trophy Men's National Championships, Toyota National Championships. This is New Brunswick in red playing Manitoba Winnipeg Lions, who are in the white jersey today. So far, New Brunswick with a 1-0 lead. That goal coming in the 9th minute. We're now almost 20 minutes gone in the first half. New Brunswick passing it around the defense as they plan their next attack. We've seen some good early pressure from this New Brunswick side. A lot of it centered on number 12 here. Halawi, 22. Ibrahima Sanoa comes up with a loose ball in front of the net and makes certain that it will find its mark. 20 minutes in, 2-0 for the New Brunswick Picaroons. New Brunswick represented by the Fredericton Picaroons in red. Manitoba being represented in this contest, in this tournament, by the Winnipeg Lions. Both teams long-time participants in the Toyota National Championships. Winnipeg now looking to make an impact and start turning the story around, but New Brunswick quick and hungry in the attack now. Manitoba heading down the field. Ball's over to Hugo Figueiredo, who knocks it off a New Brunswick defender. A few other attempts to get a hold of it, but it is eventually pulled down by Adam Grant of New Brunswick. Goalie resetting now, sending the ball out to that far wing. Good defending there by New Brunswick. Nice attempt by Winnipeg, but the New Brunswick defender is able to get back in time. Number 3, Andrew Aitken puts it through for Manitoba as they reset at the top of the 18. It's intercepted by New Brunswick. Hidalgo Matse puts the ball through for one of his friends, but it's tucked away by a New Brunswick defender. Safely out of play for now, but Winnipeg will have another corner kick in the 23rd minute. And that will be taken by Aaron Hidalgo Matse. Ball's headed away by New Brunswick. Another shot from distance, but high and wide. No threat to goalie Adam Grant. Grant now resetting with a goal kick as New Brunswick trots back up the field to prepare their next assault. Winnipeg first to the ball. They play it back to their goalie, but he's got to come out for it. And makes it Law back to Padilla. Padilla again. Padilla swings it wide to Megumi. He looks for Cam, but it's intercepted by the Winnipeg defense. New Brunswick keeping up the pressure. Winnipeg now moving the ball back down the field. Looking for Christian Schultz. And he forces Adam Grant to pick up the ball. Grant over to Benjamin Law. Law sending it high and wide, trying to find number 12. Cam. To David Iwafa, the first goal scorer. Loose ball in front of the net, but kicked away by the Winnipeg defense. We will have the first New Brunswick corner of the match. And that will be taken by their captain, Diego Padilla. Padilla now getting set up. Ball is in play. 22 with a shot blocked. Another shot blocked. And Tom Federaro makes a break. Little bit of activity there, but the ball goes out off a Winnipeg player. Fredericton's number 19 will take that in. Alain Diange. "26 minutes into this first match of the day here at King George V Park in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Got a free kick. And New Brunswick is setting up there. Diego Padilla. And Ibrahima Sanoa. Looking for Cam on that one. Heads it over the defenders. But his partner is not able to get there in time. Number 8 now from Red, challenging. As Winnipeg tries to bring it down the pitch. Ball goes behind the New Brunswick bench. It's a Winnipeg throw-in. No, make that a New Brunswick throw-in. New Brunswick now chipping it ahead. Played back to the Winnipeg goalie, who sends it forward. Christoph Schultz first two. Played back to the Manitoba defense. Aitken now sending it back to Golden. Golden getting pressure from New Brunswick. Braden, Hidalgo Matse back to Aitken. Back to Hidalgo Matse. Aitken centers it to the middle to Lourenco. Tom Foderaro to Hidalgo Matse. Keeping it away from the defense and trying to set it up. New Brunswick comes up with the ball. And it's out to Halawi. Number 12, making his way up the pitch. And passes it off to our first goal scorer, David Ituafa, and he brings it home again. His second of the day at the 30-minute mark. New Brunswick now with a 3-0 lead in the first half of this game. 30 minutes in, 2 goals from David Ituafa, another from Ibrahima Sanoa. Ituafa with a pass from number 12, Halawi, on that one. Jacob Law sends it up to Aitken. Aitken for Manitoba, bringing it back down the field. Back to Law. Hidalgo Matse and Aitken open. Aitken popping it in, but it's headed away by the New Brunswick defense. Aaron Hidalgo Matse. Aitken again with the ball. Back to Hajkowski, who sends it forward to Hidalgo Matse. Christoph Schultz plays it back. Over to number 11, who's tussling with a New Brunswick player. The shot by Aaron Hidalgo Matse, on target but a little high, and goes over the net. Adam Grant now for New Brunswick, setting up for a goal kick. Aitken intercepts. Foul assessed on that play. And it'll be a free kick, which will be taken again by Aitken. Aitken to Hashkowski. Over to Fotoraro. Nice block by Benjamin Law. Played back to the New Brunswick defense, who will send it all the way back to Sean Golden. Golden resets it back out to the wing. Ball is punted ahead for Aaron Hidalgo Matse. Back to Naumik. Blocked by New Brunswick. Aitken resetting. Tom Fotoraro to Figueiredo. And it's off a New Brunswick player. We'll have another Winnipeg corner kick coming up. Interestingly, every 10 minutes they seem to get a corner kick. We had the other ones at 13 and 23, now at 33, now 34. They'll take another. And this one will be set up by Aaron Hidalgo Matse. Ball is good, but well read by Adam Grant, who pulls it out of the air. He takes a minute while his colleagues head back up the field and rolls it out to the defenders. Padilla now, their captain, rolls it back to Law. Jacob Law this time. And the ball rolls harmlessly up the field. It'll be a Winnipeg throw-in. Andrew Aitken throws it back to the goalie. Golden being tracked by a couple of New Brunswick players, but clears it out. Got a foul assessed on that header attempt against Winnipeg, and it'll be a free kick to New Brunswick. It'll be taken by Diego Padilla. Plays it short. Law. Jacob Law this time, sending it back to the center to Padilla on defense. Over to the wing with Benjamin Law. Benjamin Law now sending it long. It's intercepted by Manitoba, who clips it ahead. Christoph Schultz with a break. And one-on-one with the goalie. Will it stand? There is no offside, even though some of the New Brunswick players were calling for an offside. It's clearly a good goal. 36 minutes. And that goal by Christoph Schultz after a one-on-one with the New Brunswick goalie. 3-1 New Brunswick after 36 minutes of play. New Brunswick now looking to get that one back. They do have a 2-goal lead in this game so far. 36, almost 37 minutes now gone in the first half of play. Winnipeg with a little jump in their step now that they've gotten onto the scoreboard. Eager to add another 1 or 2 to that to draw level. Aitken tries to clear the ball, but it's blocked by New Brunswick. Player seems none the worse for wear. Winnipeg now using their defenders. Hidalgo Matse moving the ball up. Over to Appler. To Hashkowski. Hashkowski again. Moves the ball forward. Got a New Brunswick foul on that play, and we'll have a free kick coming for Winnipeg. Just over halfway into the New Brunswick zone. Goalie trying to settle things down there as the Manitoba New Brunswick players are jostling for position, having a few words once again with the captains. Number 19, Christoph Schultz being called over. 2 yellow cards given out there, 1 to Schultz on Winnipeg. And I'm waiting for the New Brunswick player to turn around so I can see his number. And that was number 17. One of their defenders, Jacob Law. So yellow cards at 38 minutes for Schultz and Law. 1 apiece for jostling while waiting for that kick. Winnipeg now coming back on the attack. Ball goes through for Law. And we've got player down here on that play. Referee telling the Winnipeg player not to go too far. I think he's probably got a few more cards to give out here today. And as I get a better look at the Manitoba players, I think that yellow card really went to number 12, Hashkowski. We'll double check that. No, sorry, it was definitely Schultz. Schultz and Law. Number 8 for New Brunswick now being helped off the field. And looks like there's a substitute getting ready to come in for him. You're watching live coverage of men's match 14, the Challenge Trophy Toyota National Championships, coming to you live on Sports Canada TV from King George V pitch in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Day 4 of the tournament, 4 days of beautiful weather, great competition. Right now, New Brunswick leading Winnipeg 3-1. New Brunswick now again pressing the attack. Moving it out to the wing. Roy Magume puts it in. Padilla knocks it down. Sends it out to the wing. Winnipeg now comes up with the ball. Sends it ahead to Hidalgo Matse. Hidalgo Matse with a couple of good attempts. And it's tucked in by number 11, Anthony Lorenko. The New Brunswick fans clearly thinking that was an offside, but no call by the official. The teams reset at center. And it is 3-2 for New Brunswick. That second goal coming at 43 minutes by number 11, Anthony Lorenko, after Hugo Figueiredo had a good opportunity that was blocked multiple times by the New Brunswick defense. Lorenko there to pick up the deflection. We'll double check the score at halftime. It's saying 3-1 on the board here in Newfoundland. But the broadcast booth, we've all registered 3-2 goals. So we'll verify all that for you at the half. We're coming up on the 45-minute mark, waiting for the fourth official to tell us how much additional time will be assessed. In the meantime, New Brunswick is getting ready for another free kick in good range of the Manitoba goal. One minute will be added at the end of this time. So 45 minutes has elapsed. One more minute to be added in referee's time. Winnipeg now trying to press the attack. A bad pass there, which was intercepted by New Brunswick, but again turned back over to Winnipeg. It is kicked wide by Jacob Law. Winnipeg with a throw in. They'd love to get this match a little closer before this half is out. Ball goes over to Tom Foderaro. Aaron Hidalgo Matse with a throw in now. To Christoph Schultz. Schultz back to Hidalgo Matse. Trying to find one of his colleagues. And some excitement here. The referee has ruled that the first half has elapsed. 3-1 or 3-2, depending on whose scoreboard you're looking at. We'll verify that score. We believe it to be 3-2 for New Brunswick. New Brunswick goals coming at 9, 20, and 30 minutes. The Winnipeg goals at 35 and 43. You're watching live coverage of the New Brunswick Fredericton Picaroons Reds versus Manitoba's Winnipeg Lions on Sports Canada TV. I'm Colleen McConnell. Please join us again in a few minutes. We'll take a break and be right back. Hello and welcome back to second half action at the Challenge Trophy Toyota National Championships. You're watching on Sports Canada TV. I'm Colleen McConnell along with Choyle Brown, Leanne Evans, and Gillian Landrigan, who's been with us here all week. Game number 14 in the men's division right now, Manitoba versus New Brunswick. New Brunswick leading 3-0 at the half. Both teams looking to pick up some additional points. Manitoba has 1 point from a tie last night with Newfoundland and Labrador. New Brunswick has 3 points after defeating Alberta on Thursday. If you're just joining in, New Brunswick is in their usual red. Manitoba is wearing white in this match. New Brunswick now trying to set things up again. Halawi, who was involved in a number of the plays in the first half, not surprisingly in the mix. Winnipeg resetting. Aaron Hidalgo-Massey. Over to Hashkowski. To Harrison, who came in at the half. Both teams trying to get into the swing of things after the half. Number 16 red. New as of the half, Roham Misra-Ghaffari. Winnipeg now moving the ball back up the field. Christoph Schultz making an attempt. And the official rules it a goal kick. That'll be taken by Adam Grant, the goalie for Fredericton. Fredericton represented today by the Picaroons Reds, or New Brunswick represented today by the Fredericton Picaroons. Long-time participants in the Challenge Trophy Nationals. And likewise for Manitoba, longtime participants, the Winnipeg Lions, here once again this year. We'll try and keep track of some of the changes from the halftime. Got a foul on the play there. New Brunswick player down. So we'll have a free kick coming up. It looks like that'll be taken by either Diego Padilla or Ibrahima Sanoa. Sean Golden getting into position in the Winnipeg net. Ball is put into play but headed wide of the net. Nice setup, but no payday on that one. Number 12 now coming back to take the kick. Hachkowski. Over to Aj Numik. A free kick coming here. Aaron Hidalgo Matse to take that. And the Winnipeg players getting into position, ready to receive. Referee keeping an eye on things. We saw a few yellow cards out of a similar tussle towards the end of the first half. Match official being wary of a repeat. Number 2, Kyle Moraldo, new to the game in this half. Christoph Schultz, the team captain, trying to get through. Ball's put back into play by the Winnipeg defense. Tom Foderaro trying to advance it. Being guarded tightly by Fredericton. Halawi trying to defend himself to the match official. We'll have a Manitoba free kick. Winnipeg player appealing to the referee there. He's not having anything of it. That free kick cleared by New Brunswick. And Adam Grant will reset. Goal kick coming out now. The New Brunswick players ready to receive. That ball going to Moraldo. We've got a bit of pushing. So we've got another free kick coming for New Brunswick this time. Padilla to take that again. Looking for Halawi. Goes down. Moraldo. Padilla tussling there with a Winnipeg player, and it's going to be Winnipeg's ball on a free kick. New Brunswick swinging that across their defense. Hajkowski to Appler. Back to Harrison. And now looking for Kyle Moraldo. Ball crosses the front of the New Brunswick net, but Winnipeg unable to bring that home. We'll have another corner kick coming up for Manitoba. And that's going to be taken by number 21, Aaron Hidalgo Matse. 54 minutes into this game. Ball's loose in front of the net. And goes off a Zach Harrison from Winnipeg. Adam Grant with the ball out, intercepted by Winnipeg. Harrison. Yeah, the defender plays it all the way back to Sean Golden. Golden now. Tom Foderaro tries to chip it ahead. Harrison. Winnipeg on the attack. It's got a break. Figueredo to Moraldo. Matt Appler dispossessed, trying to regain possession, but he trips a player. Yellow card being assessed on that play. Ball's put back into play. Headed back by Winnipeg. Back to the Winnipeg defense and swinging it over to the side. Hidalgo Matse puts the ball back up the field. It'll be watched out of play by Matthew Law. Benjamin Law, rather. Harrison to Moraldo. Jardine. Another corner coming up for Winnipeg, their fifth of the game. And once again taken by Hidalgo Matse. Christoph Schultz heading over to be a short option. Back to Matse. Ball is put into play. But unable to make contact. Now breakaway by Halawi. Pull down in the box. And we will have a penalty kick. A yellow card assessed to Winnipeg. And Ena Mathis Halawi on a breakaway. The second yellow for number 6, Braden Hidalgo Matse. And he is gone for the game. 58 minutes. Number 22, Ibrahima Sano to take the kick for New Brunswick. He scored the second goal of the game. And the goalie gets a tip on it, but it's good. And that will be a 4-2 lead for New Brunswick. Winnipeg now playing a man down. with 30 minutes to play in this game. Let's see how this affects Winnipeg's approach. Janamic trying to move the ball forward. Braden Hidalgo Matse, the right back for Winnipeg, sent off, yellow carded just a short time ago. Foul in the penalty box, which led to a penalty kick. And this was the man who drew that foul. Trying again for another attempt on net. Aaron Hidalgo Matse now with the ball. Sends it across. Christoph Schultz trying to make contact. But he doesn't get a good piece of that. Ball is still in play. Harrison puts it in. Tom Foderaro. And we'll have a New Brunswick throw in. Harrison and Morale is there. It's a Winnipeg throw in. Shot which is blocked. And we'll have a goal kick. Benjamin Law now sends the ball through. Looking for Halawi again. Goes back to Winnipeg. Winnipeg's number 12. Hajkowski and Hugo Figueredo. Figueredo battling up in the corner with the New Brunswick player. The linesperson rules it a New Brunswick throw in. Ball's played back to Sean Golden in the Winnipeg net. Winnipeg now trying to move it forward again. It's intercepted by New Brunswick, who themselves swing it wide to the defense. (12-16). Roham Misragafari with the ball just wide at the target. We've got change coming in now for Winnipeg. Number 16 leaving the game and number 18 preparing to come in. And number 17 leaving the game. So 2 of the midfielders being swapped out in that substitution for Winnipeg at 64 minutes. The Fredericton Picaroons of New Brunswick leading the Winnipeg Lions right now, 4-2. We've got an offside call against Winnipeg on that play. Referee's having a few words with one of the Winnipeg players. Didn't think he was offside clearly. That would be Brendan Ratai, who just came into the game. Another foul. As a New Brunswick player limps up, they're appealing for a penalty. Looks like it'll be a free kick right at the top of the 18, just outside. Referee ruling that the contact happened right outside the 18-yard line. New Brunswick will not get a second penalty kick at this moment. Shot is on target and blocked by Sean Golden. We'll have a New Brunswick corner. 67 minutes into the game. And Diego Padilla, their captain, will take it. Can see a few players from the next game starting to come in and watch. Winnipeg now moving the ball up the field. Number 10 new to the game in the second half. Good try by Christoph Schultz right in front of the net, but it's blocked. The ball rolls off to the side. It'll be a Winnipeg throw-in. Harrison looking for a target. Ball is high. Don't think that was the shot he was looking for. Ajnaumik now. Back to Hidalgo Matze. Nomik goes flying. Referee rules that the play can continue. Winnipeg now regrouping. Ball's up to Aiken. Aiken across to Kyle Morado. Back to the wing, back to center again with Morado. Morado looks to Naumik. Naumik going on his own. Looking for someone to... Aiken with a shot, but he doesn't get a full piece of the ball. He is fouled on the play, and there will be a free kick for Manitoba just outside the New Brunswick 18. So it looks like the newcomer is going to take that. Sefadine Daoui. Number 10. Second shot, played his deflection, but it was off a New Brunswick defender. Will have a corner kick for Winnipeg coming off that. 71 minutes into the game. Winnipeg playing a man short after Brayton Hidalgo Matse, one of their defenders, was sent off with 2 yellows. Christoph Schultz now tracking the ball, able to head it back into control as he was being tracked down by a New Brunswick player. Beautiful passing across the line there. And another New Brunswick goal. Just waiting for the player to turn around so I can see the number. But it is New Brunswick 5-2 in the 72nd minute of this game. Nice passing shot across the top of the Manitoba goal. That was number 2, Yusa Nikanyu Kuru. Winnipeg with a throw in. Nice bicycle kick there by Aiken. Aiken looking for Brendan Ratai. Winnipeg sets up for another corner kick, which will be taken by Aaron Hidalgo Maze. Ball goes harmlessly over the New Brunswick net, and we'll have another corner coming up. New Brunswick leading Winnipeg right now, 5-2. Winnipeg in white, New Brunswick wearing red. Some very good play on both sides. Winnipeg gets ahead on it, but the ball is kept out. The New Brunswick goalie is down briefly. We'll have a goal kick. We've had 8 goal kicks today for Manitoba. None of them have been successful. New Brunswick now with the throw in. 15 minutes remaining in the game, and we will have a Picaroons substitution, number 10, coming out of the game. And coming in will be number 11. So David Ituafa, who has 2 goals to his credit already. Coming in is Iseka Kane in his place. A well-deserved rest for number 10. It's 19-12 there. Halawi, been involved in a lot of the plays in this game, including the penalty that New Brunswick drew earlier. So you've got another yellow card coming to Winnipeg here. And that is the other Hidalgo Matse on the team, Aaron Hidalgo Matse. 76 minutes. Haven't done a check on the number of cards in the last little while, but on day 1 there were 23 cards handed out in the Challenge Trophy division. So we'll have a corner kick coming for New Brunswick, which will be taken by their captain, Diego Padilla. That will be New Brunswick's 3rd corner kick. And it's into the side of the net. Sean Golden to take a goal kick. We'll have another substitution first. Subs coming in for both Winnipeg and Fredericton. In fact, we'll have 3 substitutions coming in for Winnipeg and the 1 for Fredericton. So you're watching Group A play right now at the Challenge Trophy Toyota National Championships on Sports Canada TV. I'm Colleen McConnell along with Troy L. Brown and Leanne Evans. We have a 5-2 game at the moment. New Brunswick leading 5-2. New Brunswick in red, Winnipeg Lions in the white. Winnipeg playing a person short after one of their defenders received a double yellow card and left the game about 60-minute mark. This is the first of 2 games that you'll have here. Coming up at 5 o'clock local time will be Group B play, Ontario versus Quebec. And that should be an interesting game. We look forward to bringing that one to you as well. Adam Grant now sets up in the New Brunswick goal. New Brunswick trying to advance. Hidalgo clears it out of the front of the net. But New Brunswick continuing to try and reset, so we'll have a free kick coming up. Number 13, one of the new players that just came in for New Brunswick, Muhammad Alhai Ali. Shot on net, but just wide a target. So we'll have a goal kick coming out. It's going to be taken by one of the Winnipeg defenders. A lot of pressure there from New Brunswick, not prepared to let the ball out of the Winnipeg end. Ryan Ramjiawan in the game for Winnipeg, number 20 in the white. One of the recent substitutions coming in. Hidalgo Matai, number 21, and number 12, Adam Hajkowski. We've been watching throughout the day. They were just tag teaming on that defense. New Brunswick now getting ready to take a free kick. Captain Padilla having a few words with the official. Some salty language in that last exchange. So Padilla plays it back to defense. 7 minutes to go in regulation time. And New Brunswick going to play a little bit of keep away as they protect that lead. Winnipeg now coming on their attack. Ball's played back to number 21. Hidalgo Matse looking for a target in the middle, but just short. Number 10 now. Ball is intercepted again by New Brunswick. New Brunswick looks to send the ball back down the field. Number 16 now, moving it along back to Padilla. Padilla centering it to the defenders. Scooped along. 11 now over to the wing. And they're looking for Nick Yonkuru, the person who scored the last goal for New Brunswick. And the other forwards. Number 13 now pressuring the goalie. Ball's put back out, but New Brunswick back in control. Trying once more, number 22 looking for a target. He finds it in number 16. But Sean Golden is there in time to make the save. We'll have a corner kick coming for New Brunswick. Padilla taking his time as he jogs down to take that shot. 85 minutes elapsed in regulation time. TBD, how much will be added at the end of the game. Ball is centered. And Ali is trying to get in front of it, but it's thrown over the net. Number 11, Red, cautioned for time wasting and kicking the ball over the net when the play was done. The white, Winnipeg. Pass from number 9 over to 18. Benjamin Law with the finish coming up from defense. Nice pass by Matt Appler. Stuart Hodges over to Brendan Ratai. Ratai with the finish on that one. "86 minutes into the game. It's now 5-3 for the New Brunswick Fredericton Picaroons. We've got a free kick coming here for New Brunswick. New Brunswick 13 with a long shot on goal, but it's handled by Sean Golden. Winnipeg now trying to set up another attack, intercepted by New Brunswick. Winnipeg again, putting the ball in. Almost another attempt by Stuart Hodges. But the Winnipeg Lions will get another corner kick. 88 minutes into the game. New Brunswick gets ahead on it, trying to clear, not quite there. It's put back into play. Number 2 from Winnipeg with another shot, blocked. And New Brunswick is on the break. Ali checks himself because he knew he was going to be offside if he kept going. Winnipeg recovers the ball and send it back the opposite direction. Stuart Hodges now trying to make the most of his time on the pitch. Great cross a short time ago to set up Brendan Ratai. And we will have another corner kick by Winnipeg. Ball's in play, headed away by New Brunswick. Hidalgo Matse tries to put it back in. It's punched away by Adam Grant, the New Brunswick goalie. Still pressure up in the New Brunswick end, and the shot is wide. As the last seconds tick down in regulation time, we'll wait to see what the fourth official says in terms of added time. At least 3 minutes to be added to the end of this game. We're now at regulation time. The Winnipeg Lions in white. New Brunswick's Fredericton Picaroons in red. New Brunswick leading 5-3 at the moment. Winnipeg's been playing a man short for the last 30 minutes after a player was double yellow carded. We've still got a Winnipeg player down on the ground. Not very many people appeared to notice. He's up now, trying to shake it off. It's the center defender, Adam Hajkowski. Who's now wearing the captain's armband. Hajkowski limping over. Ball's intercepted by New Brunswick. Law gets there first, and it's out of bounds. We'll have a Winnipeg throw-in. Ball's headed toward the net. New Brunswick moving it back out of play, down into the Winnipeg end of the field. Still trading back and forth in the middle. Now Winnipeg with another effort to center the ball. And New Brunswick sends the ball down the field and off to the side. That'll be a Winnipeg throw-in. Hodges tries to chip it ahead for Winnipeg. Goes back to the defense. Hidalgo Matse with the ball. Over to Hajkowski. Hidalgo Matse gets a foot on it, but unable to stop the New Brunswick attack. Hodges gets there and sends the ball back downfield, and that is it. The referee has whistled down the remainder of the game. It will end 5-3, the Fredericton Picaroons over the Winnipeg Lions. Fredericton picks up another win. That'll move them to 6 points in the division, while Winnipeg has 1 point. I'm Colleen McConnell. Thank you for joining us, listening to the Toyota National Championships on Sports Canada TV. I'm joined here today with Troy L. Brown and Leanne Evans. We're going to reset for the next game, and we'll be back with you 5 o'clock local time. Ontario, Quebec should be a great match. Look forward to seeing you then.